Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be checking out living in Finland without speaking Finnish. Is it possible? Living in Finland without speaking Finnish, is it possible? To me, before we get into the video, I feel like it's possible because I feel most people speak English there. So you can relate with the people who speak English, but it's going to be a bit difficult because there are some things you want to talk to someone and this person cannot literally speak English correctly or speak English fluently, and you just find it difficult to um relate to the person. But anyways, let's go find out about how this video will go down and educate me more about what you think on the comment section. Right, let's check this out.
Hello. I'd like to make a reservation. They hung up. Welcome back to Couple of Expats. My name is Megha, and today we're discussing an important topic: relocating to Finland and the importance of the local language, that is Finnish. So whether you're considering to move here for your studies, for working, or for family reasons, you might be wondering when and how is the right time to start studying Finnish. So let's get started. First and foremost, let's discuss why are you moving to Finland, as your purpose greatly determines your study needs. For example, if you're coming to Finland to pursue an international degree program that's taught in English, you likely do not require much Finnish. It's also possible that your curricula already contains some basic Finnish. For example, when I did my master's degree program in Finland, I had one 5-credit Finnish course already included in my program. However, I am aware that a lot of students opt for more Finnish courses to boost their language skills. If your long-term goal is to settle in Finland or seek employment here, learning the language becomes vital. Consider whether you plan to stay in Finland for a short time, like 2 years or less, or if you see yourself here for the long haul. Now let's consider your destination in Finland. If you're planning on moving to Helsinki or the capital region, then English is very commonly spoken there and you can likely manage without any hassle. The same applies for other large Finnish cities such as Tampere, Oulu, and Turku. However, as one could expect, in smaller Finnish cities as well as the Finnish countryside, there is less use of the English language. In these parts, it is recommendable to have some basic grasp of the language so you can manage with day-to-day tasks such as groceries, making a doctor's appointment, or visiting the post office. Foreigners also have expressed a difficulty when moving from different regions within Finland because Finnish language has many dialects that are dependent on the part of the country you're in. Next, let's shift our focus to how your industry affects your language journey. So based on the industry that you want to work in, there is a different level of Finnish proficiency that might be expected from you. Also, Finnish language proficiency can be different between careers in academia versus the corporate sector. In academia, like the University of Turku or the University of Helsinki, English is often used among colleagues. However, in the corporate world, particularly in customer-facing roles, proficiency in Finnish can be mandatory. For instance, researchers at university might find that most academic work is conducted in English, but if you transition to a medium-sized company, even a basic knowledge of Finnish language could help you participate in Finnish language-held team meetings or other company activities. Working in the service industry, such as a beauty technician or waitress, also demands some proficiency in Finnish, as customers often expect service in the local language. Now let's talk about the impact of Finnish language in day-to-day life. When speaking to a Finn in English, it's best not to expect extensive small talk. English is often not their first language, and Finns are not very much into small talk. You will likely encounter Finnish very often in everyday life. Starting from bus and train announcements to the labels on products in grocery stores, to sports classes being instructed in Finnish. So understanding the language goes a long way in everyday life.
Wow, that means it's very important to understand Finnish.
Kristaps and I have had very different routes in learning the Finnish language. Kristaps started learning Finnish already back in Latvia, so by the time he moved to Finland, his integration was much smoother. I, on the other hand, waited till my 3rd year to start learning Finnish, and that's why my learning curve has been on the slower side. Deciding to learn the language was a big decision for me, and it requires a lot of hard work and dedication. So I've been studying Finnish for 1.5 years now, around 3 hours per week. At this rate, I've reached a beginner intermediate-ish level in reading and listening. Writing still continues to be very difficult, whereas speaking is definitely the toughest part for me. Moi! Mun nimi on Megha ja olen kotoisin Intiasta. Ja olen 27-vuotias. So for anyone who might be interested to know what kind of challenges expats who do not speak the local language face in the country, so some of the experiences that we've had include having trouble communicating with service people such as handymen or electricians. They prefer to communicate in Finnish. Also, we've had times where we've called a number and when they hear hello, they choose to hang up. Also, for example, in stores, there have been times where when they hear that you're speaking English, they respond to you in Finnish, or they go and get someone else because they are not comfortable speaking the language. Of course, experiences vary between every individual. These are just some of the things we have come across. In conclusion, learning Finnish can significantly improve your experience of living in Finland.
Wow. So, at first when we started the video, I was like, it's okay if you don't understand Finnish, you can interact with other people that knows how to speak English. But according to how she has explained, I feel like it's important for you to learn Finnish. Since you're in Finland, it's totally important because you just encounter people who you really, really need to speak Finnish to. So I feel, in my own conclusion, I feel like it's totally important to learn how to speak Finnish before going to Finland, or when you're there, you learn it, right? Anyways, this was a nice video because I feel like she took her time to explain 100% and it makes sense. What do you think about all she has said on the comment section, right? Thank you so much for sticking around with me, and I'll see you guys in my next one.